We're now streaming live.
Okay.
So, my phone just told me that we're live. And welcome into Nebraska Booze and Babble,
Episode 28,
episode 28.
and this is our last episode of 2016.
2016 has come to an end.
Yes, it is.
Thank goodness.
Bro, there is a full
It flew
48
by.
hour, or 24 to 36 hours left officially for any more celebrities to die. But I feel pretty confident
Yeah.
that we're going to
I
be
mean,
okay.
as long as Stan Lee holds on,
Stanley and Betty White, as long as those two kick it to
Which-
2017, we're going to be okay.
which apparently they
Go funny.
pre-record Stan Lee's, well, at least a few movies out. Like, they haven't done a whole bunch of just straight green screen with him, but whatever, like, movies they have planned down the road,
They can
they'll
just fit him
get
in.
all of his filmed.
Yeah, because I know he went to the con. I went to the Planet Comic Con last year in Kansas City, and it was his last con trips.
Yeah.
So it was kind of cool because the kids got to see him. Lisa was like, "Who's
Well,
that
he's
old guy?"
94.
Lisa was like, "Who's that old guy?" I was like, "Oh my god!"
Jeez.
But it was cool because I got to see him twice last year there, and I got to see him at the Silicon Valley Comic Con that I
Yeah.
went out to and helped my uncle with. So that was cool.
So,
But yeah, he's not going to be doing that stuff no more because he is 95 years old and he's pretty much
Old as
the inventor of comic books.
yeah. Well, we are a little bit rusty because we've had the past couple weeks off. For
It has been
Christmas
2
and
weeks
Christmas
off.
parties. But this is Nebraska Booze and Babble.
What do we do?
What we do is we have a different booze of the week. This week it is
Ramchata mixed
so
with
TJ is actually
yes,
our
TJ.
bartender this week.
TJ's our guest bartender of the
Would
week.
you like to explain what
Just
it is?
tell us about your drink here
It's basically
in our Nebraska Booze and Babble cups.
basically like a M&M McFlurry alcohol beverage. It has rum chata. It has vanilla vodka, ice cream, vanilla ice cream, and M&Ms, and it's actually pretty damn tasty.
Oh,
So,
it's phenomenal. We've already had one,
Yeah.
plus our pregame shot. This is our second glass, and Chris made them more boozy this time.
I know what
so,
you're talking about.
I can taste it.
Yeah, it's definitely delicious. But since this is our last episode of the year, we kind of wanted to reminisce a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, 28 episodes our first year, I think, is pretty good because we started in was it like February
It
or
was March because if you remember,
well
when we were setting up the YouTube account, the birthday was March 2016, and so that's kind of a throwback to the we're setting up the YouTube account and the Gmail and all this stuff, and it's all hooked together, and it asked for the birthday, and so he put in first day we did the show, March 2016.
because I made
So
it.
I'm
for
going
our
through
account.
doing something later, and it goes, "You're not old enough to be on YouTube."
Shut our
I
entire
was like, "What the hell?"
account down.
Shut our whole account. I'm having to like send pictures of my driver's license and shit. I was like,
But,
"What's
like,
going on?"
Since it's Google though, it shut down everything Google related. So like our Gmail, our
Dang.
YouTube account. I have spreadsheets that just has all of our data like hooked up and ready to go. Like just before the show, we're on a laptop because our computer broke, and it was like you need the stream key. And like it took us forever to find that crap, but I'm super OCD and I have spreadsheets and spreadsheets of this data. So I mean, you were sitting here, like he was like, "Oh crap, what is that?" And then 5 seconds later, I'm like, "Okay, here it is. Type it in," and typing it up. But yeah, that was probably our scariest moment of 2016.
That was fun.
And then our last episode when the computer broke, that was a little nerve-wracking, but then we ended up
We went Facebook
going to
Live on that
Facebook
one.
anyways, so that kind of worked out. Excuse me, but man, it doesn't feel like we've already done 27
I
episodes.
know. There's been a ton of episodes.
There we go.
That's almost doing one every other week.
It is.
Which if you take out, because we don't do them on some holidays, and then, I mean, there's times.
I
when
mean, we
just-
did like, well, you or Tanner was gone, but I did like 23 straight episodes,
Yeah.
like 23 weeks straight before it became think I broke my ankle or something. But it was also. No, I did it the week I broke my ankle because I got super trashed.
Well, the
because of
only
the medicine.
episodes that I missed were the ones where like I went to Texas.
Right,
on
you
a
missed.
family
They were all the
vacation.
ones that you missed were just right here in November.
Tanner's missed.
Tanner
one.
missed a ton, but we used Tanner today.
Yes. Oh.
Tanner, we used you
We don't have
to
Tanner
make
over
our
here right now.
to make our McFlurries.
Actual Tanner is on his way out of town.
But he's already gone. He left yesterday.
Yeah.
He should be darn near Virginia right now, unless he had some delays.
But Tanner 2.0 is here with us.
Tanner 2.0.
Our
It's
ninja
cooking.
blender that we named Tanner. And then we brought TJ on. TJ actually found this drink and was like, "Oh my gosh, that looks amazing!" And we decided, we were like, "Hey, you should totally make that," and got him on the show. And you've guest hosted with us twice.
Yeah, at least
correct?
twice out of the two other times.
This one's
Yeah.
the third time.
I've got the spreadsheet in my lap with all the data.
So, are you able to hear us on the left?
I listened to the first part and then I switched it over to the.
We
to
got a
the-
call from Tanner 1.0.
Oh,
Holler.
What's crap, man?
What's up, dude?
welcome to Nebraska Booze and Babble. You're live. What's going on?
Not much, man. I'm just kicking at my aunt and uncle's house here in North Carolina. We stopped here on the way. We actually drove through the night last night, so we actually made really super good time. So
Nice.
we decided to stop in North Carolina and visit my aunt and uncle.
Well, we're missing you on your first episode, officially not here.
But Tanner
I'm there-
2.0 is
I'm
here to
there- I'm there
comfort
in
us.
spirit I'm there in spirit and as a blender, so.
Yes.
Tanner
And you
made
blended
some
quite nicely
really
tonight.
Good drinks tonight.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
It's cum colored.
It is. Are you able to see the show at all?
Oh shit.
Yeah, I actually was watching it.
It's splooge colored drink. So.
Yeah, the McFlurry drink,
It's sweet and thick.
Oh my God.
just like me.
Oh god.
Yeah, sure. Just like you. Did
Yeah,
you see your
not-
pictures of your kid that I was posting?
Yeah, that was pretty cute, man. That was awesome.
Lisa was like, "I'm babysitting Hudson tonight," and I was like, okay." Then he got here, and I was like, "All right, it's time for some Dr. Pepper."
Yeah, I bet Denise wasn't too happy about that.
I think we.
I do what I want.
Yeah, it's the one. I think the watermelon was the last one that we talked about.
Why's it gotta be watermelon?
But wow,
Oh,
Jesus.
hey TJ, what do you think of this alcohol? He basically makes a watermelon Jello shot.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it looks like way too much work for Jello shots.
It's
though.
way too. Most of the stuff he does is too much work for anything.
But it's
Well,
If
this-
somebody else would do it for me,
this
I would
is a
drink it.
tipsy
I know.
bartender
Some of it's
recipe.
worth drinking.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, the amount of hours you have to put into this to make the layers is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't even like yellow
See,
Jello.
I would have just done straight red Jello because then it actually looks like watermelon.
Yeah, but I think he's going for like the
Cool
LGBT
man's
cruise. You know,
the
Oh,
American flag
was it,
stuff.
I don't believe that
It says
yellow
USA.
is on.
Oh,
No, no.
Alright, well,
could
I
use
just wanted
those
to call
white.
in and check in on you guys and let you guys know that I love you and I miss you guys. So,
We appreciate it,
keep
bro.
on keeping on, alright?
All
I
right,
love
dude.
you, Tanner, and I miss you too.
Once you get your apartment and stuff set up, we'll have you Skype in.
Be safe out there.
Yep, sounds good, brother.
All right, brother. Later.
Peace.
Alright, love you.
He does love me. See, like, okay, that looks cool, but there was way
That's
too
a
much
lot of
work
work.
in that.
Yeah.
I would not want to do all that. Ice cream was enough.
Dude, yeah, I
Well,
mean,
this
it wasn't
this
that
ice
bad.
cream one is absolutely delicious, though. So,
It is good.
who is
So-
somebody coming in?
I don't think so.
Yeah, somebody's
Maybe.
coming in.
It's a creepo.
We're doing the show upstairs in the living room, so we could get interrupted by things.
Yeah, Chris is a pansy with the cold. And
It's
apparently-
cold and the computer's broken.
apparently, well, we could have had the laptops
And my foot is
outside.
broken.
Is that Denise? Who is that?
You can tell by the little pitter patters. It's like a little kid.
Try this.
Hey.
This is that ice cream one.
There's Denise.
So
If
Chris
liquid
said that
You
they'll
look-
give you
more
a
or
discount on
alcohol at that
babysitting,
time.
and it's only $20 instead of his normal $30.
The other one was
ignored
better because we didn't put that much alcohol, but that time there's a lot more alcohol.
It's nummy.
You
It's
look tall,
phenomenal.
even though you're only like 4'8", because the video's behind you.
Yeah, you're live on Nebraska Booze and Battle.
You're live.
I got it.
So
You're,
Tanner's not here, but I mean,
Tanner just got off the phone with
feels
us.
Like...
Yeah.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I shared him some pictures of the sun that I was taking today.
And then, did you know that we nicknamed our blender that we bought?
Your kid is not asleep, by the way.
I didn't think so.
Not after a glass of Dr. Pepper. He was like. You look at those pictures. That shit was open.
I know, I
He
saw
was just
that.
drinking out of that.
I texted Lisa and I told her she was going to become a widow tonight.
It's the stuff. They're upstairs in our room.
Well, if
Just
you're
make sure
gonna,
that nothing happens to you, okay? Because that just totally was like live. And I said Lisa was going to become a widow.
Yeah, if I, that's right.
Make sure you
It is.
live
I am
tomorrow.
safe, and we don't want any more deaths in 2016. We decided.
NSA, if you're listening,
We took our shot to Joseph. Who?
I already forgot.
I forgot his last name, but the guy who invented the red Solo cup.
Robert
He died
Husson.
yesterday.
Oh, no shit.
Yep.
So we took our shots in little red Solo cups.
Yep.
Yeah. And then we had a lightsaber for Carrie Fisher.
Yeah.
We do geekdom and
Did you guys
booze.
do the GoFundMe for Betty White?
No. Betty White has lived her life. If she kicks it, she's fine. I don't feel bad for her.
Yeah. Did you hear about that GoFundMe though?
Yes.
But they're donating the money to something though. Like it's not.
What I think is funny is like the people that are like, "Oh, 2016 so bad." Well, yeah. Well, 1865 was worse. I'm like, really? We're gonna compare years?
Well,
like-
no. So
It's
you
just because
saw.
we have social media, and when famous people die, it goes on social media now.
Are you talking about that post that I shared?
No, there was lots of people that posted it.
Okay, because there's a guy that I follow. He's a writer for The Blaze, and he was complaining
Matt
about
Walsh?
people. Yeah.
Yeah, I like Matt Walsh.
He's hilarious. But he was complaining about people saying like, "Oh my gosh, 2016 is the worst year ever," and he was like, "I'm pretty sure the year that like Holocaust was going on was a lot worse than 2016."
2016 has made me want to play in the Todd and Tyler Celebrity Death Pool, though. Like, somebody's about to make a ton of money this year off of all these celebrities that have died.
Yeah.
I told her he hasn't gone to sleep because he drank so much DP.
Oh, sad.
At least I didn't let him have the fireball. He was just playing with the bottle. Did you see that picture?
I
Oh,
saw both of them. Are you that drunk?
It was
that
a
you did
kid
not
size-
realize I
it was a kid
commented
size
on
one.
the fireball one?
Go home now. I need babysitting money now. Oh, you don't want to go home with mommy? I know.
This is what we get for recording.
This is what we get for recording in the living room.
Cry all night.
Well,
Well-
no kidding. He's got to go home to mom's where there's no Dr. Pepper.
I'm gonna go on ahead and take this moment to say that we are open for sponsorships. If
We do
anybody
want some we need some
wants
sponsorship.
Anybody except for the Philadelphia Eagles, even though you guys did us a solid and you took out the Giants for us.
Which apparently is the only thing that the Cowboys can't do. Can you
Uh,
believe that shit? The only team that the
yeah.
Cowboys have lost to is the Giants twice.
That sucks so
By a
much.
total of 4 points between the two
Between
games.
both games.
That
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I can't
But-
talk about my team.
I'm about to lose in fantasy football. I have an 11-2 record. I am in the finale. But you know how come I am? Because I have Dak Prescott, Des Bryant, and Ezekiel Elliott. Guess who's not going to play on Sunday? Pretty much all 3 of them. So I'm about to lose my fantasy football league.
So I had Aaron Rodgers to start out the year, and he
You
played
probably
like
sat him the last
absolute-
5 weeks, though, huh?
Well, no, he played like absolute garbage. And then I was like, okay, fine, I'm switching to Dak Prescott. Because I mean,
Here, taste the last batch. This is
I
the good.
did.
No, this is you tasted like the tri one.
this one's
is
more
it.
boozy. But
Yeah,
in
Boobies?
hindsight,
Didn't he just say booze?
He
Doesn't
did
that
say-
mean y'all have to
You
drink?
gotta, you gotta
Yes, it
swig. That's good
does.
stuff, huh?
Not you, Heidi.
thanks for keeping us on our toes.
Wow.
But in hindsight, though, like obviously, yeah, I should have started Dak Prescott. But it was like, he's a rookie quarterback. I actually didn't originally have Dak. I started with Aaron Rodgers, and then when I saw Romo get hurt, I looked
That's
up,
exactly
I had
what I
to
did.
Google.
Who's the backup? Because Kellen Moore got hurt too. Because it was gonna be Kellen Moore, and then the next week he broke his like ankle or something or his
Yeah.
arm, so he was out. And it was like, only reason I knew who it was because they made a big deal about getting him in the 4th round.
Well, I had to Google it because like I didn't even know. I was like, Dak
I'm
Prescott.
a little
okay.
more of a Cowboys fan than he
So
is.
I picked up Dak
He's learning.
Prescott just so that I could have a Cowboys player on my fantasy football team. Started Aaron Rodgers. He played like absolute garbage.
Aaron Rodgers did play like trash the first part of the season.
Switched to Dak Prescott the week that Aaron Rodgers put up 33 points.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, screw Aaron Rodgers. I'm trading him.
He's switching them back.
And I just traded
I
him.
wrote Dak all the way. His first 3 games, he only got me like 13, 14, 15 points. But then he started getting 20, 22. Plus I had Ezekiel, who is the league's leading rusher, with the most, tied for second most touchdowns with 17 instead, or 15 instead of 17, and has the most yards by like 800 yards.
Damn.
Yeah, dude is crushing it. But this week, they're going to sit all their starters because this game literally means nothing.
Yeah.
Because they have a first round bye, they have home field advantage, and they are the number 1 seed. And no matter what happens on Sunday, none of that can change. So they can just forfeit the game, and they still stay where they are. Because the Eagles are 6-9. So 7-9 is going to do them nothing. But you have to play the game because people watch the TV. So they're going to put all the backups in. Well, I don't have the backups.
Well,
And I
last
have
year,
Darren McFadden, though. I went and grabbed him.
yeah.
So I was like, oh, well, if Elliott's not going to run it, they'll put McFadden in.
Yeah.
McFadden got sick today and missed practice, and they're like, oh, he's probably not going to play. I'm like, no!
Well, last year I had Matt Ryan and Eli Manning.
So you stick with
And-
Matt Ryan all the way.
Well, I didn't know. It was my first year
Matty
ever
Ice,
playing it.
Matty Ice will always put up points. Eli will
switched-
put up a 40-point game on a 3-point
I
game.
switched back and forth. Of the entire season, I picked
boy.
the highest scoring one twice. The entire
And
season.
then the other one rode the bench the whole time.
4 of them were 20-point deficits where I had the wrong one sitting on the bench. So as soon as
Next
Aaron
year-
Rodgers did that to me, I
next
was
year
like,
we're gonna
screw
play in
Aaron
the league
Rodgers.
together.
I'm getting rid of him.
Next year, we're going to play in a league together, and I'm just going to be like, no. That guy is only for your bye week. I don't care how much you like him. He's your bye week quarterback.
Yeah. Well, I did have
I don't even pick 2 quarterbacks in the beginning.
whoever the running back is that outscored Ezekiel Elliott. I did have him.
Johnson, the guy for the
Yes.
Yeah.
David Johnson.
It's funny that he's not in talks for MVP because he's got more touchdowns by 1, like 500 or 600 less yards, but he's still over 1,000. But
did
he's-
he jump into a red kettle thing for the Salvation
No,
Army?
but here's my thing. He is running behind the 26th ranked offensive line. Zeke's running behind the number 1 offensive line. So
Yeah.
you gotta give the guy a little bit of props for being the number 2 rushing running back
Well, I
behind
mean,
the worst
I should have
fucking
done
offensive
great
line.
this year because I had the number 1 scoring quarterback and running back on my team this year, and I was the last person in the draft.
He did
so
well.
I did well, and then I didn't play him right.
I've never actually done fantasy football.
It's
Do you like
really
football?
fun.
Are you into football?
Yeah.
It's what's fun about fantasy football is it gets you into other teams. Like you start to like watch football because you're like, well, I got Eli Manning and I don't like the Giants, but I need him to do good. And then when your team, like I'm a Cowboys fan, so the Cowboys play the Giants, but I have like Odell Beckham, so I'm like, well, I need Odell Beckham to put up like 20 points tonight, but I need the Cowboys to beat him. So this is gonna be tough. And then you're like, the whole game is really important to you, and I got Alex a team this year, and he actually beat me every time. I was last
Damn.
place of 16. He was 4th. I was pissed.
Dang.
And I even got accused of cheating. People were like, oh, you're just trading between you and your son's team, blah, blah, blah. Because I traded him the players he wanted. But I was like, no, these teams, no. I'm losing constantly. There's no way I'm cheating in my favor.
So the funny thing was, in my league, one of the guys' team names was the Undisputed Champs. He went 0-10 to start the season.
So Will Isham,
Yeah.
he won our league last year.
Yeah,
So his name was going for the repeat.
yeah.
And he was doing pretty solid until the last 3 games, and he just got crushed.
So
So
I
he
didn't
fell
even
out of
realize it was
pointing.
still going on, and I
You
didn't.
didn't play your team in the playoffs?
I thought it was done. I didn't know there were playoffs.
Who the hell is this guy?
I don't know what this is. Oh, that wasn't good. So this is our topics page. You're on here.
Yeah.
You've been on there. You were the first person
You were the first
outside
outside
of
of
the
the three of us.
core.
Dude, that's
that
like the
got
best
added to
bottle
the
flip ever. Watch this.
Oh, it was a bottle flip?
Watch, not on purpose.
No, he dropped
It's
it.
an accidental bottle flip. Watch.
He bumps it.
Boom! And he just stands there like, what the hell just happened?
Hey, Lisa. Lisa, come watch this.
You gotta see this bottle flip.
The best one ever.
Hold on, stop.
What?
Watch
So
this
he
guy.
knocks over
He's
this
got a bottle of beer right here.
Oh.
Is that what it's like with Chris?
Yes. I try to keep it out of the eyes, but yeah.
Oh my god.
See, I do just like that. Keep it out of the eyes.
Chris,
He's like, anyway.
I'm sorry, Lisa.
He's
that
not
we're-
sorry. It's sorry, not sorry is what that is. Pound sign, sorry, not sorry.
Okay.
So we wanted to do a little reminiscing about our 2016 episodes.
Yes.
So we didn't go through and like cut a bunch of episodes because we're not that high tech, and we kind of forgot to. But
No, we did. We did
I
not-
wanted to. I really wanted to do like this
Oh,
high
okay.
class, like 60 minutes review. We're gonna have this awesome thing, but I just don't have the time, patience,
So-
or effort for that.
The problem is they're hour-long episodes, so like you have to go through every hour-long episode and find.
I didn't
good
have
parts
27
of
hours.
it. Exactly. But we do keep a spreadsheet that just kind of says like what the booze was, the
Right.
episode, and like based on the booze, we kind of remember what happened that night.
Or what didn't happen, or we kind of don't remember what happened that night based on the booze.
Well, I do. Well, I
Like,
do.
I remember the root beer float night because of the booze. We didn't drink a lot of it
Yeah,
because
that
it curdled.
sucked. We did Bailey floats. It's Bailey's Irish cream, and then we use Not Your Father's root beer, and it
That's
literally
good.
tastes like a root beer float.
It was great, except if you let it
However,
sit for a couple.
You have to have it ice cold. Like you have to freeze the glass. You have to fill it with stinking ice, and you have to drink it right away. Because if it starts to get warm, it just all curdles. And
Have you ever
so-
drank rotten milk? That's what it
I
tastes.
don't
Have you ever
find
smelled rotten milk?
Yeah.
That's what
Do
it
you
tastes
know what
like,
the
bro.
consistency of cottage cheese is?
Yeah.
That's what
That's
it
what
tastes
happened.
like and felt like. It was
Yeah.
nasty.
So since
And we're like,
we were still
let's
in the
man this
basement,
down. We gotta do it. Ugh.
we were still in the basement at that time, so we just brought everything downstairs. And like the first one was good, we drank it. The second one kind of curdled a little bit, but like we powered through it. The third one was just all
Like puke.
curdled.
It was puke time.
It
puke
was
time.
like, yeah, we're not finishing these drinks.
Do you know what
Yeah.
the booze was the night we went to Taco Bell?
No, I was
Let's-
trying to flip
So
through.
my personal favorite, and Denise
No,
Denise
no,
will
no,
remember
no, no.
this night.
Was that the one with where we had my drink, the blue curacao?
Yes,
one?
it was.
Is that the one where he threw up? In
No. My personal
Oh.
favorite episode was the Blue Curacao night, where we got done, but then we decided to Facebook Live on Tanner's phone for like 3 hours.
It
And
wasn't-
Tanner lied to Denise and was like, "Oh yeah, I'll be home in like a minute," but he's Facebook Living this shit. So we walked around outside for like an hour and a half until I was like, "Dude, I'm good to drive. Let's do this." Tyler was here, and so we got in his car, and we drove and caught some Pikachus down here at the YMCA. Then we're gonna go to Taco Bell, but the lights were all off, so he called and he's like, "Are you guys open?" And they're like, "Yeah, man," and they were assholes to him on the phone.
Oh yeah. Well, no. First, I called and asked if they'd deliver.
Yeah,
And then-
which was kind of a dick thing to do.
And then she was like, "Grow up," and hung up on me. And I was like, "That's some crap." And then I called back. I don't remember what I asked the second time, but I called back again, and then they were like dicks again. So then we were like, "Okay, fine." We drove over there, and all the lights were off. And so he's like turning around, gonna leave, and I'm like, "No, it's Friday night. It's 10:30. Like."
This is like
They were
11:30.
open till, like,
And
2.
so I called them and I was like, "Hi, how late are you guys open?" And they're like, "We're open till 2 a.m. or something." And I was like, "Oh, that's some bull crap. Your guys' lights are off. Turn this car around. We're coming back. I'll see you in 30 seconds." And I-
We're so drunk we don't even think about the fact that, like, yeah, they're totally gonna spit in our food.
So we get up there and we order and like do all of our crap. And then we roll the window down and we're Facebook Living, and so the guy in the window actually gets in on it and stuff.
Well, wait. So the girl is at the window actually,
Oh, the girl was in
and she's
first.
kind of cute, and she says something, and Tanner's in the passenger seat. No, Tanner's in the back seat, and he
No,
says
I'm in the
something.
back seat. You
Okay,
guys
so
are in
Tanner's in the
front.
passenger seat and says something about her being cute, and she goes, "Well, let's see what my brother has to say about that."
Oh,
Who's the dude behind her? And I'm like, "Oh, motherfucker!" And then the guy's like, "You guys want some hot sauce?" I was like, "Yeah, dude, that'd be fucking. I want lots of hot sauce." So they gave us like a bag of like 100 hot sauces. And then I was like, "You know what?" He was like,
no.
"Tell
So
him we
this
want."
is the best part. So once he saw that we were like Facebook Living, he was being kind of cool.
Yeah, they kind of chilled out.
And I was like, so I called earlier, and the girl was kind of mean to me, and that's when he was like, "That's my sister," or whatever. And I was like, "Yeah, well, I'd forgive you guys if there was some cinnamon twists in the bag when you gave it to us." And he was like, "I'll hook you up, bro." The dude gave us 3 overflowing.
It was like
bags
a grocery
of
sack
cinnamon
of cinnamon twists.
Like he probably just
Ew.
emptied all the cinnamon twists that they had in there and gave them to us. And it was just like
And then because Tanner was a little bitch and was scared that he was gonna get in trouble,
he deleted,
he deleted the whole
Right.
thing.
I mean, it didn't need to be online, but I did want to.
I would have
it
liked to
there.
have had it for
Yeah.
personal records.
Apparently, we also gave out like 4 or 5 free T-shirts.
Yeah, we gave out T-shirts and I caught my first Pikachu. I was
Yeah.
excited. That was one of my favorite episodes.
So
The booze was
my
pretty good,
favorite
too.
episode still has to be the Sake Bomb one.
Oh, that was
I-
just you and me, right?
Yeah, that was just Chris and I. It was the first one where it was just us.
Happens to
and
be also our what?
It's also our least viewed video.
How many views does that one have?
8.
8 views? Seriously? It's probably me and you at work editing it and stuff.
Honestly, probably, yeah. I don't think anybody watched that.
That was so good. You ever
Um,
had a sake bomb?
But so yeah, we went to
Never
like
heard
the
of
actual Asian food market and got like sake straight up Japanese text all over it, like not Americanized
And
sake.
sake
and
is
then-
Japanese beer.
Yeah.
So it's made with rice, fermented
Sake
rice.
is rice.
Then what's the hot stuff that Japanese eat?
Well, you
That
can
That-
drink
you drink it hot
Oh.
or at room temperature.
And then I got a Japanese beer. It was like Siri Ikebon or whatever.
Which is like real beer made in Japan. And a sake bomb is you take the
Kirin
sake
Ikebon.
and you drop it in your glass of beer.
But we didn't want to make a mess, so we just poured the beer. And
Well,
we tried the sake straight, and then
Yes.
we tried the beer straight.
And we were like, the
And then we
sake's
started-
meh. It was kind of room temperature, like we wanted to try it the way it was supposed to be tried.
yeah.
And I'm like, probably making it cold. The beer was okay. And then he's like, well, let's just do the sake bombs. And we did one and we tried it. I'm like, that's pretty good. And then
Like-
in true Nathan style, he's like, all right, here's the beer. Here's the rest of the sake. And
It's kind of like
yeah.
Jaeger bombs. I don't really
Yeah.
like Red Bull.
Yeah.
I don't really like Jaeger, but together it's like they
It's got
offset
mix.
and it's really good. It was the same thing with the sake bombs. Like the beer was pretty good,
Trying to
but
kill
the
Chris?
little
dude,
bit of the
I barely made it up the
aftertaste-
stairs, man. That was a rough night. But it was so good.
But to plan ahead, since we were having sake bombs, we were talking about anime that night.
Yes.
So like,
Yeah.
my favorite anime is Gundam Wing. His is Evangelion, and then
You like anime?
Who does?
Of course he does.
You're a Dragon Ball Z girl, aren't you? What's he got?
Yeah, I like Dragon Ball Z, but that's not my
Boo.
favorite.
You got my fireball?
Booze.
My favorite is Fairy Tail. Ever
Fairy
see
Tail's
it?
not bad.
Fairy Tail and then Sword Arts Online.
Okay,
That's
dude,
good,
Sword
too.
Art's awesome also. So I...
What's your favorite karate movie?
Karate.
Yep. Kung
There's
Fu
only one
movie.
karate movie.
What's your favorite kung fu movie?
Oh, okay. I was like, there's only one karate movie, and that's the Karate Kid.
Depends. Does it have to have comedy in it, or can it just be any?
Any? Well,
No, let's separate it out.
non-comedy,
Let's separate,
non-comedy.
like, full-on action ninja style movie.
But what if they had some in
If
it?
there's some funny in it, that's whatever. Not Jackie Chan funny.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jackie Chan's
Alright,
his own
What's
level.
your favorite
Bruce
kung
Lee.
fu movie that's not Jackie
Almost
Chan?
all Bruce Lee's.
So probably Dragon then, because that's
Yeah.
like everybody's favorite. fighting
Ip Man.
Ip Man is
Yeah.
our favorite movie.
It's we
You
found
ever seen
out
Ip
that
Man?
night that we
No.
had.
Well, yeah, we found out, and then we ruined it for somebody. I don't remember who it was, but we were like, "Yeah," and then Ip Man does this, and then in video 4 he does this, and somebody else was like, "Dude, I haven't watched that one yet. It just came out."
Yeah, Ip Man 3. has Mike Tyson in it.
All right.
Dude.
And Ip Man fights
Him and
Mike
Ip Man.
Tyson.
The guy's name is what? Danny something?
Donnie Yen.
Donnie.
Donnie
Yen.
Oh, so you guys, I've not seen it. If you say a spoiler, I am getting up and leaving this room. I'm not even kidding.
Here's the four
But-
dice.
I've seen that one. Rogue One. Have you guys both
No,
seen
No,
it?
I
that's
haven't
it.
seen Rogue.
Oh, neither of you have seen it?
Yeah.
Nope.
Awesome. Have you
I
seen the
can't
previews?
find anyone to watch it with.
Dude, it's barely a
you seen the
DVD movie for
previews?
me.
Oh, Rogue One.
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I heard it was
It'll be
good.
good, but like a guy I really trust was like,
Darth Vader's supposed
well,
to be in it.
a buddy of mine, a guy I know, it's on Facebook, and I really trust his opinion on films, and his response to me was, "Good job, Disney, on not screwing it up. If you're a big time nerd of Star Wars, you'll like it, and it wasn't necessary."
So
because-
you know what the purpose of the movie is, right?
yeah, it's them
It's-
getting the plans of the Death
It's
Star.
between
that
episode
she puts
3
inside-
and 4.
Right.
Yeah.
They get the plans of the Death Star, and then it ends with her with Princess Leia putting it inside R2D2,
So
which
it's-
is where we pick up with Episode 4.
Speaking of Princess Leia, what are they gonna do about that?
Oh, she already filmed all
She
her
already
parts
filmed
for
it.
Oh, she
episodes
did.
up 8.
Yeah. And then episode 9, I don't know what happens.
She'll just die in between the two. So funny.
They should have killed her instead of Han Solo. Just saying.
So this is an interesting fact about Star Wars films, though. And have you seen Rogue One? Finally found the mobile chat button.
Woo! No, I have not. I'm seeing it tomorrow.
Okay, I have not seen it, so I don't know if at the beginning it has a scroll like all the other movies have.
Yeah.
I'm going to respond to our chatter. But Episode 8 will not have a scroll.
What?
Here's why. Every episode of the film has been a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, and then blah, blah, blah. It tells you a priest. Basically, Rogue One is described in the scroll of Episode 4.
Mhm.
So then you know what's going on, and you start watching the movie. There's lots of years between Episode 4 and 5, so there's a scroll to tell you what happened between those two movies. Same thing with 5 and 6. Same thing with 6 and 7.
Yeah.
Episode 8 is going to pick up directly when she's handing the lightsaber to Luke. We're coming straight into that scene. Episode 8 goes.
When they said nothing.
So there will be nothing to scroll about because we already saw the movie leading up to this point.
Yeah.
So
They should still scroll and just say everything.
a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, Rey handed the lightsaber to Luke.
Oh.
Dot dot dot.
If cover up his chat, like I don't even trust you, Seth. Like
Or want to know the scroll.
no spoilers, please, or you will not be on this
No
show.
scroll.
I'm seeing it tomorrow.
No spoilers. Is there a scroll at the beginning? Is all I want to know. I typed excellent.
Well, anyways, the whole reason we even got into Star Wars, have you guys at least seen the preview for Rogue One?
Yeah,
Sure.
I've seen the preview.
Have you seen the Asian-looking dude
Yeah.
with the staff? That's Donnie
That's
Yen
Donnie Yen.
from Ip Man.
That's Ip Man.
And he's
Ip Man. So this will be a cool
phenomenal-
tie-in for you. Ip Man, the real IP man. His name is Ip Man. He was a Wing Chun master that little kid Bruce Lee went to and was like, I want to learn how to fight. Teach me. And he was like, why do you want to learn? He said, I want to beat people up. And he's like, no. And made Bruce Lee go away. And he trained like the greatest fighters in China.
Damn.
And then it's a true story. And then like eventually Bruce Lee comes back to him as a young man and has learned that like martial arts is what it is. And then this dude trains Bruce Lee. So Bruce Lee learned from this guy. That's how good this dude is. And Bruce Lee never bested his master.
I was about to say, did
Yeah.
Bruce Lee beat it?
Nope.
So he said no scroll. That it sucked that there was no scroll. The movie didn't suck, and then we don't know anything about Donnie Yen.
Yeah, his name is
Apparently.
Donnie Yen. That's something.
I mean,
He's gonna look it up.
like what all
I
are
said
you
be quiet,
supposed
Seth.
to? What
Oh,
all are
I
you
thought you were
supposed to
looking
know
it
about
up.
an actor though? Like, I've seen all of those movies. I've seen Legend of the Fist, and then I think I've seen one other movie of his that he's in as well. So
You should pull
I mean,
up what
he's
movies
really good.
in.
He's been awesome in every
You want
single
the
movie that
IMDb?
I've seen him in. So that's what I know about him. Oh, Donnie Yen. IMDb.
That's
You're
what it
on
looks like.
images.
Oh yeah, I've seen him in some movies.
Yeah.
I've seen Kung Fu Killer. Yeah, then I know who he is.
Yeah.
Him and Jet
Blade
Li.
3, I didn't know, or 2, I didn't know he was in Blade 2. That's what's up.
I didn't know he was either.
But yeah, Dude's an amazing fighter.
I've seen all his
We
movies.
never, okay, Seth, we never said that Ip Man is the only movie that he's in. I actually named another one of his
Dude.
that I've seen.
I
You're
just told you he's in Blade 2. That's amazing.
Who does he play in Blade 2?
I don't know. Let's click on it. Find out.
He's probably a bad guy.
Yeah. So,
Like, there's so many huge stars in this movie.
Legend-
I don't know really like who he would be.
I think he's just kind of, I
Oh,
think
there he
he's
is right
one of
there.
the guys that he, like, fights towards the end or
Yeah.
something.
He's supposed
Oh,
to be like one of the best fighters.
Blade 2 wasn't that the one with like the king vampires and stuff, and there's like the brother and the
They fight in, like, the throne room at the
right,
end
and they
there.
fight the
Yeah.
brother and then the girl who
I
fights with
believe
him.
so.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Ron Perlman is one of the guys that's a vampire that has a thing on the back of his head that Blade's like.
But
on
we
their
all
teeth.
know Blade Trinity was by far the best Blade movie,
Yeah,
right?
it was.
It was good. It wasn't
Wait.
as good as one.
No,
One
stop,
was
stop, stop.
alright.
Are you being serious? I was joking.
Were you for real?
I liked all of them. Blade Trinity, I honestly thought was the best.
You really
That's
like
my
Trinity?
opinion. Yeah, that's
So,
my opinion.
Okay, this guy also likes Green Lantern and the Green Lantern
Fuck
movie.
you.
True.
And
My name
Ryan
on everything
Reynolds
is
was
Green
also
Lantern.
in that Green Lantern
No,
movie.
Ryan
the
Reynolds
movie.
made Trinity, though.
Honestly, the movie I hated. The
Reynolds
movie-
was Trinity. Like of the Trinity movie, the only saving factor of Blade 3 was Ryan Reynolds.
Green Lantern, the movie though, I did not like
Jessica
whatsoever.
Biel looked pretty good in this. I mean, I'll watch any movie with Jessica Biel in some tight leather pants. You ever seen the movie Stealth?
Sounds familiar.
It's like the automated airplanes that come to life and threaten to destroy the world.
No.
Jessica Biel is one of the pilots. Woo-hoo, in the flight suit.
So Seth
we
is
talked about that
apparently
on that
drinking and
episode.
he's just defensive.
Well, don't be defensive, Seth.
So I do want to go all the way back, and here's a quiz for you, Chris.
Okay.
What was the first drink we ever had on Nebraska Booze and Babble?
Holy cow! Was that just you and me, or was Tanner,
Tanner
there
was
too?
there too.
First drink we
Because
had.
the first episode was Nebraska Battle,
It was.
and then it became Nebraska Booze
It was
and Babble.
blue.
No, it was not.
No, it wasn't.
It was red.
Oh. It was courtesy
Oh,
of my
crap,
brother.
crap. Sorry, my bad. It was blue.
That was the first one was blue.
Yeah, because the first one didn't get recorded
Right.
to
First
video.
one was blue because I did the.
Audio recording.
Right, but what was the drink?
Hypnotic.
Hypnotic, because it was the blue.
And then we
did.
finished it too fast, so...
We got a little fucked up on that one too.
Damn.
Because we just drank it in a glass of ice.
So we finished it too fast, and then we
Should've
drank a
recorded
bottle of
Halloween.
Maker's
The
Mark.
second one was. The second episode was Vanille.
Yes.
The third
But-
episode was Cherry Limeade.
Nope.
No.
Third episode was Kraken.
Oh, the Kraken night.
So the first episode, when we had the Hypnotic, I was like, okay, I can do this. Like, we're drinking it straight on ice. Like, I don't like
You ever had Hypnotic?
I
It's
don't.
good shit, dude.
I don't like the flavor of it, to be honest. So it was like, okay. And then you guys were like, oh, we haven't drank enough, and you pulled out Maker's Mark, and we just drank it
Oh.
straight.
That's why we got fucked up.
I left that episode like, oh crap, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do
Because we
this.
drank the whole bottle of Maker's Mark on ice.
And then, yeah.
And it's
the
not
entire
good.
bottle.
It's
Nope.
just straight whiskey.
I have seen Kick-Ass 1 and 2. Those are
Blah,
two of my...
kick-ass, blah,
Oh!
blah.
No,
I
no,
thought
no.
Kick-Ass 2 was.
I can't even bring myself to
I can't
watch the
lie.
movie because the commercials are so bad.
Okay, then you can't talk
Every one of my
crap
friends
about
hates
it.
me for it because I don't want to watch that movie.
It is the best underrated movie.
No way. No way.
No, the
No way.
cinematography.
Best underrated movie?
Okay,
No
here,
way.
here, go to YouTube.
I don't want to go to YouTube. I don't even want to watch a clip of Kick-Ass.
No, watch
Who's
this
about to
one.
say
No.
fat ass?
I promise you.
It
I
doesn't matter.
promise you.
It could be the most amazing movie ever made, and I won't change my mind. I'm stuck in my ways on this movie. I'm pretty sure I have it over there because I bought it on Black Friday for $2 because I was like, everybody loves this movie. One day I'm gonna watch it. And
You've
nope,
seen Kick-Ass, right?
Yeah, I've seen all of
it's
them.
a waste
Okay,
of time.
the scene with
I don't
Hit
see
Girl
it
in the
up
first
somewhere
movie
over there.
where they're tied to the chairs and she has the strobe light going while she's taking every guy out.
Mm.
Phenomenally
Yeah.
shot.
So I don't like
scene,
that one, and I don't like
Oh.
Scott Pilgrim Saves the World.
I did not like that at
Never
all.
seen
I
that.
won't watch it because it looks stupid as shit.
That movie was dumb.
I'm like, meh. And it looks the same to me as Kick-Ass. I'm like, meh.
So yeah, you are missing out on Kick-Ass.
I'm not really
You're
missing
just-
out. The Arrival is
The
better
only
than
thing
all
I
the
didn't
movies.
like about
Oh, I'd like to see
Kick-Ass
the Arrival
was the
set.
villain. The villain, I thought it was fucking annoying, and I wanted to beat him up.
Yeah. And then I did like Kick-Ass 2 as well. Like,
Yeah.
So Kick-Ass, the premise is these kids are superheroes like real life superheroes would be. They are not actually super. I don't want to watch real life superheroes.
You
So
watch Batman.
that's-
I
versus
want to watch.
Superman.
No, Batman's not a real life superhero. Batman's a cajillionaire with all kinds of sweet ass shit.
He's just a rich
So
guy like Iron
you
Man.
don't,
I know, that's why Iron Man's cool too.
you don't know enough
But the
about
Kick-Ass
movie.
guys have like brooms and shit. Like that's not cool.
No.
No.
So the first time he goes out
Nothing cool
as
about
a
it.
real life superhero, he gets his butt handed to him.
I
He
know.
gets the crap
That
beat out
happens
of
in the
him
commercial.
and goes to the
Batman
hospital.
gets beat up all the
Right.
time
But-
the first time.
Right.
Because of that, he
But Batman's
screws.
cool even when he gets beat up.
But he screws up like he gets severe nerve damage to where he like can't feel things very well.
It's not a
anymore.
superpower. Being nerve damaged is not a superpower.
It's not. But then he meets Hit Girl and Big Daddy, and Big
More
And they're a
Daddy.
badass.
Yeah, Big Daddy
No.
is like straight up Batman
Yeah.
in this
What?
movie.
No, he's not.
They
No, he's
Batman
not.
with
He's a
guns.
Batman with a gun.
That's even less Batman. That's even less of a Batman. I don't. You made me want to watch it less now.
You have to watch that one
No,
clip.
I
and
won't
then
watch
you'll-
it. I won't watch it.
You're frustrating me. Back to
I'm in charge of the computer right now, and I won't watch it.
oh jeez.
But
Okay,
after that
so
episode, after Kraken, we did have limeade, right? Cherry limeade. When
no.
was the cherry limeade? I feel like that was in the beginning.
No.
Made a Sonic
I'll
cherry
get to it
limeade.
eventually.
I had him stop at Sonic and get Sonic Ice. Oh, so good.
Oh, that was episode 15.
Was it really?
Yes.
Man.
So episode 3 was Kraken
Dude,
Rum. That
what
was
is that?
the first
Yeah,
night
I know,
that we
I'm
got
waiting.
like
Oh, no, there's no
super
waiting.
drunk.
I'm waiting.
Waiting for what?
have an opinion until you see it. Look at this cup.
Dude, drink that.
You could ask Lisa to help you.
Lisa!
She might help you, but
I need help.
no, you're not drinking water. You're here to
I know.
drink booze,
I'm
bro.
trying to keep it down right now.
Anyways,
I already told you
episode 3 was Kraken Rum, and
Told
that
you I was
is
lightweight
my
at the beginning of
favorite.
it.
That's my favorite
I'd be
rum.
willing to go back to a throwback episode where we had some Kraken rum.
And do it again one
Yeah,
week.
yeah.
I'd be
I'd be
down
down
for doing
for
that too. Maybe we could film on a Thursday and do like a throwback Thursday episode.
We have to, maybe on when there's not a Friday where I have to work.
So that's where Kraken kind of night term came
Yeah,
from.
we
was
will.
because
Like if we're having a good night, we're like, this is a Kraken night.
Tanner slept through Saturday.
Yeah,
Like
He
went to
slept right
sleep
there.
Friday night.
he laid on that
we
floor
woke up
Friday night,
Sunday morning.
and then all day Saturday, my kids are playing. We're all doing shit. Slept. Sunday morning, he woke up and was like, "Everybody okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, you fucking been asleep for like 30 hours." Yeah,
So
he was
Damn.
gone.
episode 4 is a special one. Can you guess what we had that episode? And you should be able to if you think about it.
Was that the Kraka? No, that was further in.
Episode 4 was our first ever beer week.
What beers do we have?
Bud Light, Mike's Hard Lemonade, and Best Damn Cherry Cola.
A bunch of losers. We brought Bud Light, Mike's Hard, and Best Cherry Cola.
You're the one that brought Bud Light.
I know. That's not as bad as fucking Mike's Hard Lemonade. That's not even
So-
beer. Like, that's not a beer night.
The reason that we had beer week was because this is our 3rd time doing it, and it was like, oh crap, I don't want to have to buy alcohol again. So I mean, you bought this week, like you know how much money we put in on
Yeah.
these. So we decided to do beer week every 4th. So then it's like one person brings one person, and then everybody brings beer.
It's basically
And
you can
beer
budget
is
like
less than
30 to
$10.
50 bucks a month to do the show for the whole month,
Yeah.
and it makes it affordable.
So that's what started beer week, was just us
Lisa.
being cheap.
TJ needs your guys' help drinking his alcohol,
Yeah, I do.
I gotta drive, guys. Sorry.
and we've all seen her drive not drunk. So
Oh my god.
she can't do anything because she threatened me on camera. So now if I die tonight, she goes to jail.
Whatever.
Look at him. He's wide awake. He got that DP up in him, and he is ready to roll.
So you know what I'm starting to realize, Chris?
What?
All of the weeks where like the booze kind of sucked was mainly Tanner. Because episode 5 was Johnny Walker.
Because he was either being cheap or he was buying expensive, nasty shit. Those were the two reasons why he bought fucking Johnny Walker, which is disgusting. And you can't really mix it with anything because it just ruins whatever you mix it with. So,
Oh, there is this one drink with Johnny Walker, rum chata, and something else, and it actually is pretty good.
say rum chata.
Rum chata.
Rum chot.
I am
Chata.
not.
You're American,
And
bitch.
I can say
Rum
chata.
chata.
Rum chata.
Rum chata. Say I gotta ask you a question.
Holla, me
No,
llama Nathan.
say I gotta ask
comma
you a question.
Estes.
I gotta ask you a
What?
question.
Holla, me llama Nathan, comma Estes.
I literally had to put those words together and be like, what is he saying?
Algo te mi huevos, puto.
Lisa has no idea what he just said.
Oh
I said choke on my balls.
I believe huevos are not actually balls.
They're eggs.
They're
Huevos
eggs.
are eggs.
You said you choke on your
Huevos?
eggs.
Huevos?
No.
How do you say balls then? Is it huevos?
Balo?
It's not
It is
bolo.
huevos.
It's,
Oh,
that's
there
the,
we go.
It's the
Okay.
slang term. Like, it's a slang
Yeah,
use
it
for
is
it.
a slang
Actual
term.
huevos are actually eggs.
Okay.
That was really confusing for me in Spanish in San Antonio because I was like, that's not what all the kids say.
So I used to piss off my Spanish teacher because
By saying hola, my llamo is.
no, I told him, and I was in high school, so forgive me, I was a dick. And I told him, I said, I can already speak Spanish, I just have to add O or A to the end of everything. And then every time a word came up, like dictionario, I was like, see?
See how you,
Librario, see?
this is biblioteca? It's biblioteca? It doesn't even have an O on the end of it.
Oh, damn.
But,
Librario.
Like trash can O.
but then, like, the time when I finally got kicked out of the classroom was he was talking about it was his own fault. He was talking about syllables and how like you need to know where to put the emphasis on the syllable. The word that he picked to explain syllables was dictionario. I'm asleep on my desk
You
and
hear
I hear
dick.
him say don't laugh, so I wake up and then he says dick. And I busted up laughing. I'm like, that's all I hear is don't laugh, dick. I'm gonna laugh.
He didn't say ditto or ditta.
Well, because
Dick
he was going
Schonario.
through each syllable to show where you put the emphasis.
You know when they do the dictionary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that's your Spanish lesson for
Stolen
today.
Valor, Volume
Oh
4,
my
Navy
god,
Soldier.
Nathan.
Seth, I don't know what Stolen Valor, Volume 4, Navy Soldier means.
So, Beer Week, the first Beer Week was also our first week where we had a guest.
Who was our
and
guest?
That
Yes,
guest
that's me.
was TJ.
This guy.
You didn't even bring alcohol.
Or
did you?
drink alcohol,
I brought
probably, because he's
alcohol.
not drinking
What did
this
you
alcohol.
drink?
I drank. It was a bitch drink. I know
Did
that.
he bring the mics?
I thought Tanner brought the mics.
Tanner may not have.
No, it was.
Tanner may have just drank our booze.
Oh,
Was it
maybe
Mike?
he just drank your Bud Light and then you had.
I think so.
Yeah,
Because I had the best damn cherry
you
Coke.
had-
And that cola's good.
I had one of those.
Yeah.
And then.
That's what we all kind of share. The
Yeah, and then.
So then it was you that brought the mics for Limited then, probably.
Yeah.
Okay. And then our episode after that was Johnny Walker, and our
Whoa.
guest was Rebecca.
Who didn't really talk a whole lot, but we love her.
Yeah. Yeah, we tried out a bunch of different
I said
people.
this yesterday. I got yelled at for it, but Rebecca had a straight up movie accurate Harley Quinn costume on Halloween. Like, I was watching the movie yesterday. I was like, holy shit, she really had like the boots and everything.
Yeah.
It was impressive. I think she spent way too much money.
Why'd you get slapped for saying
No,
that?
I just hiked up my pants.
We're letting the air flow.
Yeah, like
Oh
this.
dear lord.
See?
Okay, so this is my cue to get out. Say bye bye.
This
Bye-bye.
is.
Bye-bye.
And hasta luego.
Hasta luego.
You're a girl.
Way to twist the rule. I like the rules.
Yes, because there's male and female. I'm talking to a
No,
girl, so
When
I
you
have
have a
to
screwed
change
up
all the
language,
ah.
yeah, when you have a screwed up language by screwed up people, you have weird stuff happen.
Like,
Like your language is any better.
Mayamo.
No,
Nathan,
my language is the craziest language.
Tuyama Denise.
English is.
No.
Yes.
I already had like
Tu
a
te
glass and a
llamas?
half. I'm kind of.
Ah, see?
Ah.
I'm arguing with somebody who speaks Spanish about how to speak
At least, at least she can speak English when she speaks to you. Some Spanish speakers, like,
Say bye.
Bye
Bye
bye.
guys.
Bye-bye.
Good boy.
Give knuckles. Nuts. There you go.
Now go throw your diaper away.
Yes.
Hasta la
We
vista.
both know that you and Tanner are lazy fucks and made him throw his diapers away. I was like, you know that's because his mommy and daddy are lazy as shit.
He stands up and goes,
Yeah.
That's when you know parents are lazy.
No,
Like,
no,
you don't throw the diaper
Both
away.
of you.
him to the
I
kitchen.
got home one day and he was doing that.
Because Tanner's a lazy fuck. Aren't you, Tanner? Now, if I could get my dog to go get a beer out of the fridge. Like, there are dogs that do that. And, like, I want to know
Yeah,
how you
no,
train a
but
dog to
You
do
know
that.
they have those gaming robots that actually
Seth,
do
if
that.
you're still
That
on,
would be
I have
awesome.
not
Yeah.
seen any of the Stolen Valor movies.
I don't know what
or
Stolen
games.
Valor is. Yeah.
What's
I'll
that?
have to check it out. Some YouTube. What's
So
this? So
we
this.
do have to get the champagne out of the fridge at some point.
Okay, we got 7 minutes.
Okay.
So this is a page we follow. These people make these different drinks in this other country,
Yeah.
and they do like science project drinks, and they make these awesome drinks that are just really cool. This one's like a glow stick thing, I think, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was like,
Technically,
I've
we
never
have 10
seen a
minutes
drink
because we
like
started
that.
like
That's
4 minutes late.
All right, let's go here.
Oh, hey, can you just grab the champagne real quick?
What are we gonna drink it out of?
Can you grab some glasses?
Lisa, can you get TJ some glasses
That works.
so we don't have to move?
So I do want to give a quick thank you to every guest host that we've had so far. I'm just going to read down the list. TJ, Rebecca, Will, Tyler, Liana, and, what was it? Dude, what did he call it?
He had the black bun. Oh, the dread bun.
Dread Bun.
Dread
yeah. Leroy, Dread Bun.
Leroy.
No, it's
It's in the bag on the
Andre-
counter.
Andre is what it's called, Spumante. And then Dustin, Seth, and Elise, Robert, and Lisa. So thank you to all of our guests that we've had on the show.
And our most viewed episode would have been the first episode Liana was on, and Leroy. I believe that one has over 2,000 views.
I can pull that up.
I
real
think
quick.
that's our most viewed episode.
Yeah. And then I also wanted to give a thank you to our people who have called in. So that has been David.
Annoying dude from Italy.
Yeah, screw the guy from Italy.
The guy from Italy. can
That
go.
was the night when
We were down in the basement. on
and
the
we
front
were
of the big
having
screen.
computer issues.
Yep.
And he kept calling, and it was just like pissing us off really bad. Who's the guy that makes your drinks?
Makes
I'm
my
drawing
drinks?
yeah. That makes
Oh, Roy.
drinks. Yeah,
Roy. Roy's called in. Julie called in with him.
Yeah.
My boss called in. Steve.
Seth has called in
Seth's
as well.
called in. Dustin's called in.
Yep.
TJ's called in.
Yep. Yeah.
Is David's the one in Kansas City?
Yeah, David's called in.
Oh, we had your friend, that one girl that came by. We want to throw a shout out to her.
Yep. Episode
You're going T-Rex?
15.
I feel like TJ's gonna
Whoops.
go with the tiny cup. Yep. Well, I saw him go to hand it to me, and I was like, he's not gonna drink.
Of course. So you should sit in front of the camera while you do that.
Oh, yeah, huh?
Um,
You have a quart? Or do you need a quart? Nope, it's a twist. Never mind. I'm dumb.
Oh, it's not a cork?
Nope, it's a twist one. Wait,
It says
No,
twist,
yeah, it's
pop,
just
and
open.
it says top, twist, top, pop, and peel.
Oh, okay.
should I open it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
open it.
Don't spill it on the.
'Cause
on
we're
the
finishing
couch,
off
spill it on the
you.
floor. I'm not opening it.
I don't want to
Just spill it. Just spill it in
Here,
here.
how about the man?
If you spill it, dump it in here.
And then I'm going to go through real quick the rest of the alcohols we've had on the show. Malibu Rum, Jose Cuervo Silver, Southern Comfort. I'm skipping all the beer weeks.
We
99
need
apples.
a stronger person to do
99
this.
apples is a little effed up too.
That was a good episode.
Twist to open, twist to
Sake
reseal.
bombs,
Twist, pop, and reseal.
Bailey
Shit,
float,
my hand, look
your
at that.
cherry vodka
It's on my
drink,
skin.
Tanner's drink that was the UV blue and Malibu
Just
rum
twist
was
to open.
good.
It's right
The
to
blue
open for some reason.
curacao and vodka. Blueberry mead was really good.
Tear the skin off his hand. I'm like,
I loosened it up
if
for
you
him.
follow the directions, it twists open this way.
That's the way I was turning. I was
No,
like, this.
nope, you were not twisting it that way.
And then the vodka Arnold Palmer was Tanner's other drink that like wasn't very tasty.
That I'm not
My
gonna lie,
baby
it scared
cat.
me.
No, you're good.
It scared me because it went. Poof.
And then we did your Chrissy Poo cocktail,
Oh,
Captain Morgan,
Favorite drink of the night.
Jägermeister.
did just drink a bottle
we
of
did the
Jaeger.
Jaeger bombs.
I'm good with all
We
that smoke.
so we
you know.
started out the night with what was that
Thank you,
crap?
Kansa.
What was that stuff that we started out with?
Which
the
thing?
green really super strong, like as strong as Everclear. I'm having a total brain fart on what it is.
Oh, the 151 Apple stuff or whatever.
No.
No?
Because we did it with the sugar and all that crap.
The absinthe.
Absinthe.
That
yes.
was your stuff.
Yes, I know.
Whoa,
I
whoa,
forgot
whoa,
the name
sorry.
of it.
Hey, I have an idea. If
So
you
we have
guys-
legit absinthe from like wherever the hell you got it
Germany.
from. Germany.
You guys should do a day where you do superhero drinks.
We could just
Because there's drinks that are actually superhero names.
yeah.
We can
And
do
I-
something like that.
Like they have at Twin Creek. I had this. It's called Hulk Smash. It's green and it's like dark green at the bottom. It was so fucking good. It was minty and
I like
Oh,
it.
it was
I like a
delicious.
superhero themed night.
yeah,
Yeah, we
That'd
could
be
do
cool.
that.
it was in a couple.
Idea for
options, too.
2017.
Hell yeah.
And then
Gotta
Fireball,
think of the
Fireball.
right?
Stella's apple cider, another beer week, and
That was
then
good.
our last episode we had the Moscato from Texas, and
Which
then
was
now
delicious.
rum chata and vanilla vodka. So
We went through a gambit of alcohol.
yes, and then now 2017 on to bigger and better things. We are trying out a new host next week. We're trying them out for the month of January. So people comment what you think, if we should keep him or not.
Your call was
and all
better
of
than
that.
Italy. We said you were calling, Seth. We did
yes,
say you were
Seth,
calling.
your call was better than it.
Everybody's call is better than Italy.
But yeah, so we're filling out, replacing Tanner and whatnot, and then
And we love having guest hosts like TJ and time back to us.
because yeah, I mean it's
We
it's hard
oftentimes
to
will
make
tell the guest
every
hosts they got to bring the
single
booze because otherwise we have friends that would just show up to have booze every week.
week.
So kind of a neat thing about this little setup we have in here right now, since we had to move everything from my computer that's broken, is we're running this off of a laptop, soundboard, and a second monitor with our mics and stuff. So I'm thinking we should do like some remote shows. Like come spring and summertime here, we might try to get a hold of like Moonstruck Meadery or something.
Yeah.
Did we talk about the mead? Did you mention the mead?
Yeah, I mentioned
Okay.
the blueberry mead.
Because the mead was delicious. Mead? You know, like Vikings drink mead?
Mm-hmm.
It's made out of honey instead of grapes.
It's fermented honey. It's a
It
wine
is
made of honey.
blueberry was so good. So good.
I like blueberry.
Strawberry is pretty good.
And then the nice thing about mead
It's in
is that
Bellevue
there's-
on the right
there's
across
no
the street from
rules.
Dairy Queen.
I live right by Dairy Queen.
Okay. So
I
right
literally
across
live
the street.
down the hill.
Moonstruck
Right across the
Meadery, you
street
have
is
to go in there.
Moonstruck Meadery. Go in there, get some pizza, and have some mead, dude. You can go in and just taste the blueberry mead. Like, you can be like, can I just taste
But
it?
like, there's no rules with the mead. Like, you can have it room temperature, you can have it cold, you can have it whatever the crap it's called to have the bubbles in it. You can have it without the bubbles. They have this one, and you have to try it. You have to at least give it a try. But it's a jalapeno pepper mead, and it is really really good if you have it with like a steak. I mean, just think of like a peppery wine with like a red meat. It's really really good. So.
We should go there one day.
Dude, you live right there? You just walk over there and have a taste of some mead.
I literally live right up the hill from Dairy Queen. I never really go anywhere.
So that was a good 2016 year in review. It was a good year. We had fun.
So what are our New Year's resolutions?
New Year's resolutions.
I know I'm throwing you on the spot, which I'm kind of not because you are on the topics page and you did know you were going to be on the show tonight.
Yeah.
So,
And you still haven't drank your drink.
Well, mine is to just get my son back.
Hell yeah.
Honestly.
I can get a high five up on that. I don't really do the resolution thing because I'm just great all the time. But I would like to make the show get bigger and better.
Yup.
So
I thought he was gonna say drink more booze.
if I gotta drink more booze to do it, I will.
So I don't normally do the New Year's resolutions either. I see so many people fail at them.
It must be an
and
awesome
so
person thing.
I've just never done it myself.
Yeah, I never made it until now.
But this year, I'm actually going to do one, and my resolution is I would like to read one book per month this year, or this upcoming year, because I haven't really done a lot of reading since elementary school. Like, I just kind of got busy with other things and
Yeah.
whatnot, and so I really would like to start reading more again. I think it helps you and improves you as a
Definitely
person.
gives
So,
you, it keeps your brain active.
yeah.
What kind of books?
I
All
haven't
books.
decided yet. Like,
So I told him on his thing, I was like, I'm a kind of a nerd. So I read a ton of comic books. You saw those.
Yeah,
I read at least one novel a month, and I listen to 1 or 2 novels a month on my Audible account. So
I don't mind
I read
listening,
all
but
the time.
my resolution, I want to actually read hardcover.
Personally, I like to read the books. I used to be big into like I don't want to listen to Audible, but Audible.com actually hires really good actors
Oh,
to do it.
yeah.
So some of them, I'm like, some of these guys read the book to you, and it's like you're a little kid in elementary school again. You're like, oh, and like there's actually a couple of books I have. Like, if you ever you seen the movie Ender's Game?
Yes.
It's based on the best book ever written. The only book that I didn't figure out in advance.
Yeah.
That I read 3 times in a row in one day because it was so good. But
Did you like the movie?
yeah, it's okay. I mean, it wasn't terrible.
Have you seen the movie?
It's a good movie. It's fun.
It-
But
it
the
got
book,
to the ending, and I was like, oh,
yeah,
oh crap! So that's
is how
the
the book
end.
goes.
Like,
the book goes like this. Oh my god. Oh my god. No. I had to
Yeah.
miss something. I missed something. When you go back in, I'm like, no, I didn't miss anything. The dude straight up hid that the whole time.
so I didn't feel that at all with the movie. Like, it did the big reveal, and I was just like, well, that's
It's
some
because
bull
they
crap.
didn't build. So in the movie, they didn't do like a quarter of the book while they were in battle school, and
Yeah.
they didn't show you any relationships built amongst the team of kids that are fighting in that last battle.
Yeah.
In that last battle, you have Ender and all his little captain people
Yeah.
playing a video game.
Basically, that's the premise of the movie: is that children's minds grasp warfare better because of their ability to like.
Well, and
play
they have to
video
train
games
these
and strategize
kids
and all this.
because they're going to fight an alien species that attacked Earth and just
And
barely got
almost-
pushed away.
Yeah.
But the
almost
species
obliterated.
is like 25 years of travel away.
Mhm.
So they're going to train the kids to be the battle commanders because by the time they get to the battle, they'll be that old. That's what you're learning on this whole time.
I don't remember them explaining that. in the
Exactly.
movie.
They don't explain it to you.
That would have helped so
Would it have
much.
not made more sense to you if
Yes.
you understood that all these kids were being trained so that by the time the battle started, they were old enough to do it?
Yeah.
No kids were actually expected to fight that battle.
Yeah.
Are you ever going to watch this movie?
I probably will.
Okay, I don't want to ruin it for you.
I don't feel like it's such a.
Read the book.
You can say it, but I'm just gonna watch it either way, just so I know.
Oh, I'm gonna spoil it for you.
movie- Yeah, the movie.
These kids are trained to fight this alien species, and this kid Ender is his brother is super. You're only allowed to have 2 kids on Earth. His brother's super smart, but he's really mean. His sister's super smart, but she's way too nice. So they genetically modify their 3rd baby, because these 2 parents are like the most elite. They don't tell you this stuff. They're like the most elite doctor and the most elite strategist on the planet. So they let them have a 3rd child, and they genetically engineer this 3rd child to be a medium of the other 2 kids. So Ender, his name is Andrew, but his little sister, when she was a baby, couldn't call him Andrew. She called him Ender. He is super smart, just enough ruthless, but just enough empathetic to be a perfect leader. But they like, and everything that happens to this kid is a trial. Like when he's going up to the ship and he breaks that kid's arm, he killed that kid. And they never tell you that in the
Nope.
movie. In the book, he fights this kid. Like, this kid will not hurt you until you corner him. And then the only way he knows how to fight a battle is to make sure you can never fight him again.
Damn.
So when these big kids come at him, he kills them. He doesn't mean to. He just hurts them bad enough where they won't hurt him again. And then he leaves, and then later on you find out, like, fucker killed that guy.
Yeah.
And, like,
But
it
he
happens to him 3 or
basically-
4 times throughout his
He's
career.
put on like the crappiest team in the school,
Yep.
and then they end up like it's an underdog thing. Like they ended up winning and getting through and everything. So they're like finally the elite squad, and then they go to like advanced training, and they actually go to a different location to do this more advanced training, and then they say like this is your final preparation before like we go.
Before they're gonna
before we're
They're going to
actually
launch
fight.
everybody to go out there and fight. So they're going to
Yeah.
have these kids do a mock final test. You have to pass this test. So they take out this huge battalion of ships and they attack the bad guys in this huge
With,
video
like, this
game.
super cool like final
Yeah,
gun
it's
thing.
amazing. And like, and they fight these different battles on their way to the Hive planet. And Ender, being ruthless and knowing that it's a video game, is like, take that whole battalion and send them in. And they're
Like,
like, they're all
he's
gonna die. And he's like, it doesn't
sacrificing all
matter.
these things.
That we'll win if you send that whole battalion in. That's who cares if those 100,000 people die, as long as these other 100,000 people have the chance to get through and win.
Well, then they start going for like the main gun, which has like power ups. Then he has all of his things like start to swarm around the main gun to like.
And each one of
Make
them's
sure they
real
get
as a
through.
person in this little
But wait a
ship.
second. I have seen that movie. Yeah.
Okay, there
So-
we go.
Now that you guys are talking about
So
that
he's
part, yeah, I've
sacrificing
seen the
all
movie.
these people
Yeah.
because it's a video game,
Mhm.
and he destroys the planet of an entire alien species. And then they're
And
like,
wins the game.
"Great job, you won the game," but actually, those were all real people that we sent 20 years ago, knowing we were going to train people now to be able to fight this battle. And then Ender realizes, "Oh my God, I just killed 100,000 American or human
And
soldiers, and I just obliterated and extinct, made a race go extinct."
Yeah.
I thought it was the game, a test, so I did everything I could to win. When in reality, he actually destroyed.
But
Yeah.
the way that they build it up in the movie, like once they say like that was real, you're just like,
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, game over. Here's the egg," and then you're done.
yeah.
Yeah,
then
I
they
didn't
just,
know
like,
that was a book,
quickly
though.
run to the end
So
of
the
movie.
book, Bean is his second lieutenant, and they build up this like massive, tight knit group of kids, and they go through all these trials in battle school, and it's just like you really feel for them. Then when they get to that part, and you're like, "What?
Yeah.
No way, this was real." And then you find out that the egg, he goes and finds the egg, and that he can hear the egg talking to him. And then there's like 15 more books.
Oh,
The next book takes place like 500 years later.
the movie didn't do well enough to make
No.
another one, did they?
No, it didn't. But Ender is like so distraught over.
Kick-Ass did well enough to make
Ugh.
a sequel. Why don't
but
you
get
watch freaking Kick-Ass?
Ender is so distraught over destroying this
No.
planet that he
No, I'm
goes
not
into.
even. I'm,
No, you gotta listen. He goes into like hypersleep and travels around the galaxy doing what they call the Speaker of the Dead, where he gives like a eulogy for people. So he sleeps for like 200 years. Gets to a planet, wakes up, and does a eulogy for somebody he doesn't know, and just goes and speaks for the dead all the time,
Yeah.
carrying this egg with him the whole time, until he finds a place for the egg to hatch. And then there's a book called Bean about Bean. Ender's older brother Peter, the really mean one, he becomes like the like king of the planet.
Damn.
And his sister becomes like this underground, writes these articles to like uprise against her brother. I mean, it's freaking intense, the rest of the books. But yeah, the movie didn't do justice. Before we
Yeah.
close though, I gotta check. You guys gotta check this out. This is my American Marriage Ministries ordination I got today. I'm able to marry my little sister in Texas in June. So we're gonna. It's not New Year's Eve, but we're gonna go out with a bang to some champagne, some champagne.
Have you tried it yet?
Yes, it's good. It's
Yeah, it's
good. So to 2017.
To 2017.
To 2017.
Ooh, that's good stuff. We appreciate all you guys watching.
Guess what? That crap's like $4 a bottle.
Is it really?
Yep. Andrew and Andres Spumante. It's the best, like, cheap.
So make sure you guys follow us on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram at Any Booze and Babble, and Nebraska Booze and Babble. We'll see you guys next time.